Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMASS, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Temple's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
To the air, it's Simon. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
21 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Chase. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bring in the heat. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Owls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
7, UMASS 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got a man. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Fires on the move. Soft spot in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's good. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the option. He breaks a tackle. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jordan. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UMass! The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll try the run. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Simon. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Off play action. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's good. Nice move there. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Dowling. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end.
From the offense to save precious seconds. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Gibson. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. The tip throw worked. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMASS offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Dowling. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's good. Touchdown, Minuteman! And that one will put him up here in the
guy gets 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Simon. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Chase. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Back to pass, it's Simon. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short. Tries
to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Chase.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has. And look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Simon. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Owls!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's good. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Got his man downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Bermudez. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to pass, a clock an enemy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Irvin. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.